Now, speaking with the relationship with your pops, right? Just tell me a little bit, Chance, of like what were some of those, without revealing too many secrets, what were some of those key things he poured into you with the running back spot, with him playing, him kind of having that knowledge and tutelage, being able to kind of pass it down to you? What were some key things he said you got to be able to do at the running back spot to be successful?
Well, he's told me that I have to run angry like at all times. I can't take any plays off like whatsoever because we know running backs, we take like the most poundings like in the game. Like man, we need those extra tough yards. They gonna give it to us. Try to get down in the trenches. So I feel like man, his tough coaching on me was very important growing up. So I feel like man, he just taught me a lot and I needed it.
What parallels do you see between kind of like track and football in your eyes, being able to run and play in both?
Well, I see track as like another way to work hard, if that makes sense. Like, what? Of course, it keeps me in shape because you run, do your event, all of that. But I feel like that can translate over because it can work with my breathing, it can work with my discipline, work with my technique and running as well. So I feel like track is just a big part in my life. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Now let me ask. Obviously, I didn't prepare this question, but what's kind of what is your 40 time kind of around? I know it's fast, but if you had to say you ran a 40, what would Chancellor Sparks run?
Well, freshman year I ran an unofficial time of 4:39 uh, at a camp that I went to. But this year, officially, I ran 4:05. But that's still coming off of a hamstring injury. So, man, my hamstring gets back, and I tell it I'm gonna run.
When it comes to speed, right? Obviously, some people are born with it. Some people have to work towards it. In your eyes, for you, is speed something you had to work towards, or have you always had it?
Well, I've always been running ever since I was younger as well. But I mean, like just getting faster is a thing you have to work for. But being fast is something that I was born with because my parents blessed me with the ability to run.
Kind of talk about what your role was this past year, right? Obviously, you're a sophomore. You guys had a senior coming in, but you still got a pretty good low, and you took advantage, right? You had 600 over 600 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. Kind of talk about your role with the team was this year. What were some of your big takeaways?
My big takeaway is making sure that I'm like a leader overall and making sure that I can come to my teammate and tell them, we gotta keep pushing. Like we know times get rough and times get hard, but we gotta keep pushing as a team because at the end of the day, we're all trying to win, we're all trying to make it to where we want to make it.
What advice would you give others that were in your situation that have to kind of get kind of put in that fire as being as young as you were, sophomore, come in and be ready to play? What would you tell them?
I tell them, man, just keep driving. Like you can never work too hard. And, like just go out there and have fun. The key thing is to have fun.